Hi friends, it's Jess, here again to talk about some books. I got a tripod, so we're trying that out today, and we'll see how that goes. Still figuring this whole thing out, so bear with me. And yeah, I just want to chat about some books. I've been seeing this thing on Instagram where it's like listing 6 books to get to know you and your style and your taste. And I thought that would be kind of a cool idea for a video, just to do like some favorites. This is a variety of some different favorites that I've accumulated over time. So it's not like recent favorites. Some are really old, and I'll talk about one book that's like a new favorite. So first one I want to talk about is Rebecca. So this is the book that I say when people say, what is your favorite book? So this is like my favorite book since I was in high school. So I read this in high school. I need to do a reread soon. I've seen the old black and white movie multiple times, and I still have not watched the newer Netflix adaptation, which I really want to watch. So Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. It is a historical, what do they say? Historical fiction? It's not like a romance, but it's kind of like a mystery, So this woman is away on like a vacation, but it's not really a vacation for her. She's taking care of an elderly woman. And she meets this man. He's an older gentleman and he is very charming. Gets swept off her feet, falls in love, and they get married like really soon after. And she ends up coming home with him and realizing, wow, this guy's like loaded. He has this humongous, crazy mansion. And she begins to hear a lot about his first wife. She's not the first wife, she's a second wife. And the first wife was Rebecca. So she starts learning all about the first wife and about this mansion. The setting of Manderley is like almost like a character. I love the setting in this. It's eerie, it's like charismatic, just everything about like the mansion and what goes on there, what happened to the first wife. It's really good. And there's a maid. I don't know if she's like a maid or just like a housekeeper, Mrs. Danvers, that works at the mansion, and she is quite the character. So yeah, I don't know. I love this story. I need to reread it. This is kind of a crappy copy that I got from a library sale. It still has like the library stuff on it. I'd love to get a pretty copy of this, so that's a goal. Anyway, so that's number 1. Second book I grabbed off my shelves is this one, okay? So called Maybe You Should Talk to Someone. So it's by a woman. This is a nonfiction. It's about a woman who is a therapist, and she talks about some different things that she goes through and has gone through with some of her patients. And just some kind of theories, some really great stuff about mental health, some really great stories that kind of show, why you should go to therapy and why therapy is really good for you. So, love this one. It is a nonfiction. I got it for Christmas one year, a couple years ago. Really enjoyed it. Probably would pick this back up again because I don't remember some of the stuff from it. I just remember it having like such a big impact on me. So, good stuff. Another one, which I feel like this is kind of like a basic girly answer, but for a romance, I picked Beach Read by Emily Henry. I really like basically all of Emily Henry's books. They're all really good, but this is still probably my favorite. I think it was the first one that I ever read. So her romances go like a little bit deeper. Deals a little bit with some grief. 2 characters are both writers, and the woman is going to her father's beach house kind of to clear it out after he has passed. The neighbor is also a writer, and they're both kind of struggling, and they end up doing kind of like a swap of genres, and then they kind of end up falling for each other. So it's kind of deeper than your typical romance, but I just really like it, and honestly, it's like a beach read, but with a little bit more substance. Really, really good stuff. So that, I think, describes me pretty well, because I like my romance, but I like there to be like a little bit more in there too. Another book, well, actually a whole series that I really love is The Raven Boys, The Raven Cycle. This is a YA series. It's kind of like a YA fantasy story. And I know people talk like a lot of crap about YA, and I do sometimes too, but honestly, like Maggie Stiefvater, like she can write characters, okay? She can weave a story. She is fantastic. So really love this. Group of boys, they go to this academy, and they're called the Raven Boys because of the mascot of the Algenby Academy. And then there's a girl, Blue, that meets them, and they all kind of have this friendship, and they have this journey kind of that they're going on, this quest that they're doing together. And the characters are just awesome. They're just all very like unique, interesting characters, and their friendship is just amazing. Like if you love a found family story, you're gonna love this. So check it out. I think I've read the first one like multiple times, but I need to do a full read through of the whole series again. And also I got these pretty paperback copies, and I'm just dying to like tab them up and just write in here and just annotate my life. So yeah, check out the Raven Boys, The Raven Cycle. Fantastic. Gonna go over another favorite that is actually graphic novel series. I usually buy the bind up, so this is bind up number 1, and this is Saga. This is a sci-fi series. I don't want you to get freaked out when I say sci-fi, okay? I'm not like a huge sci-fi girly, okay? I like my Star Wars and stuff here and there, and I can't really get behind a lot of sci-fi. This I can get behind, okay? It's a warring planet and moon, and these two were fighting against each other in this war, and then they fell in love and they have a baby, okay? And then they are kind of running away. They are on the lam, and it's about their adventures. The characters in this are unique. They are really funny. It's super funny. I laugh out loud reading these, and I also cry, okay? This story is like heartbreaking, and it will make you laugh. Like everything about this is so good. I think there's 11 bind ups so far. They took like a hiatus for a year or two and then recently came back, but it's so good. Like this series has my freaking heart. It's amazing. Last book in the 6 that I'm going to talk about is a recent favorite, okay? This is Black River Orchard by Chuck Wendig, and it's kind of a little chunky boy here. And it is a horror. So I kind of like this really long form type of horror, or kind of like kitschy horror. This is not kitschy. This is like long form, kind of like slow burn horror. So it does the thing where you find out like different kind of stories from different characters, and you're not sure how they're all connected, and then they end up kind of being connected. Okay, so I love stories that do that, where they have like the little individual pieces and then it all kind of like comes together. It does that in this. There is a lot of like historical stuff and just facts in here as well. Has like a lot of depth to it. But it's about a small town in Pennsylvania. I'm from Pennsylvania. And this man starts growing these apple trees and these apples, and the apples kind of get this like cult following. Okay, people become obsessed with these apples and they're eating them, and when they eat them, weird stuff is happening. Like, people are like cured from diseases and stuff from eating these apples. There's a character that wears glasses and he keeps eating the apples, and all of a sudden he doesn't need his glasses anymore. But with those, you know, powers and things that come along with the apples also comes some very sinister and evil and kind of like cult-like vibes that come along with it in the town. Really cool story. Just fascinating, just kind of like really grips you in. Like, it is a chunky boy. Okay, this book is like 600 and some pages, but honestly I was enjoying like every page. So really good story, and this was a recent favorite. So those are 6 books that kind of give you an idea of my tastes. So hoping to give you a little bit more as we go, and do this adventure thing that I'm doing on YouTube. So, really excited to take you all along with me. Let me know what you want to see, you know, from my next videos. I want to try my hand at vlogging a little bit too. So let me know, you know, what do you think? And, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.